What is up, people? BP here, and welcome to the best YouTube comments, where we look at 5 videos from YouTube and just kind of take a look at the different comments and see which ones are pretty funny. So it's basically a commentary on a selection of videos for the internet. So we're going to start off with Hudson woman fired after video shows her allegedly lacing coworkers' drink with meth.
Carissa Walker talked with us at length about the allegation she put methamphetamine into a co-worker's coffee here at BioCare, where the two work.
Did you put anything in anybody's drink? That's what we're trying to do.
No, and
So what happened?
they searched my vehicle. I think it was all like a complete setup.
Walker told us she's never been in trouble with the law before and denied putting the powerful narcotic into a co-worker's coffee while he wasn't looking. Police say they asked to search her car and charged her with both felony possession of methamphetamine and contaminating food or drink with a controlled substance after finding the meth. Police say the two co-workers had been involved in some type of dispute. Investigators say the co-worker went to the hospital after feeling sick.
With an unknown.
I wonder, would meth actually put you in a hospital? Probably. And bro, just looking at her hair would put me in a hospital. All right, so let's check out the comments, see what they had to say. This person, the artist formerly known as Shitlord, said, I think she must have slipped meth into her hairdresser's drink too. Yeah, I would agree with you, pal. I rule for a fee. I rule you for a fee. What? Okay. This guy says, pretty sure she's innocent. Meth wasn't widely available in the 80s, and that's clearly where she's from. Yeah, bro. I would totally agree. Chad Higgins says, she's clearly innocent. There's no way she's sharing her meth. The jerk says, it was a complete setup. Yes, they set up a camera and caught you. I mean, really, you get caught with an act like this. I mean, they have it on camera. How can you say, oh, it was a setup? Like, no, they caught you. All right. Mitchell Park says she looks almost exactly like the person I would expect who gets caught slipping meth into someone's drink. Wow. Somebody is, I guess, stereotyping here. Bossman says this is very basic investigating 101 taught at every police academy. When someone is poisoned with meth, always follow the mullet. Yeah, I would totally agree there. Jackie Hart says, when asked to think about the seriousness of the criminal allegations, she said, let me mull it over this a while. Mull over this mullet. Okay, I guess I get it. Oh, yeah, so that's that video. We're going to look at Booker T. Booker T apparently calls Hulk Hogan the N-word and instantly regrets it. Let's see what they have to say.
Expect the same thing is going to happen in this four-quarter match.
Let me tell you something, Gene Oken. You out here talking about a clique. The only clique you need to know about is the Harlem Heat and Sister Sherry. See, because what you dealing with here is the brotherhood. It's non-stop from this point on in WCW. We take what we want, and after we take Lex Luger and the Giant, we want the gold sucker. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
I should point out for the record, Stevie Ray, look at this. Take a look. We're talking about the rack, the torch.
Oh, man, I would hate to meet these guys in prison. I'd be like, look, guys, you can take like a month's full of commissary money from me just as long as, yeah, you don't touch me at all. So anyways, yeah, that would suck. Anyways, all right. So apparently Booker T called Hulk Hogan the N-word, and Isaac Alencar says the best thing is that he really tries to keep a badass face instead of rolling on the floor laughing. I know, right? Diego Serpa says, Sherry, don't worry. It's not like someone is going to videotape this and play it 12.5 million times. It's about 14 million times. Black Ice says, this is funny as hell. Booker T stopping himself from laughing knowing he shouldn't have said that. LOL, I wish the world was still like this. Not everything has to be taken so seriously. Bro, you know how many times I've been called the N-word by black women? Hundreds of times. And guess what? It's like a badge of honor if you're a white dude and you get called the N-word, because it's like, yeah, you got that right. I'm part of the guys club here because they just called me the N-word. It's like a promotion or something. But anyways, it's also kind of like paradoxical because you're like, huh? Did she just call me the N-word? But apparently, like, you know, black women, they use the N-word to describe any man. Like, it doesn't matter if he's white or black. It's just the word they use for a guy. Anyways, Nosh just says, I don't care how many years go by, this never gets old. Obsessions of a Film Greek says, Mean Gene just no selling it and carrying on like a badass. Dude never missed a beat. A true pro. Hulk Hogan's like, don't worry, I say it all the time, brother. I know, right? That would suck if he was a racist, man. But he's probably not because, yeah, he seems like a pretty cool guy. All right, Pain Monkey says, don't worry, Book. Hulk's going to say, excuse me. Hulk's going to say it in a way that's going to ruin his whole career. Ooh, hope not. And, yeah, I'm sorry for the burping because I've been drinking nothing but eggnog lately, people. Stuff is great. All right, so Omni-Man versus Squidward. Let's go ahead and check this one out.
Had enough yet?
No.
I'm ready when you are. You're doing this for nothing. Being a part of the Empire will make Earth better than it ever was.
Thanks for the tip.
I don't know if you guys have seen the one with SpongeBob, but it is freaking amazing. All right, so let's see what these comments say. FS Smash says, this right here is absolutely stellar editing. I know, right? Like, what kind of editing software do they use? Because I want to know. I'm Proto says, the thanks for the tip was the icing on this editing masterpiece. David says, I'm proud of Squidward for sticking up for us humans. Wow, I cannot read today. Mikey Kaboom says, okay, respect to Squidward for saying no when he did write to Omni-Man's face. That took cojones. Lassetti, I can't even say his name. What will you have after 500 years? SpongeBob. I'll still have SpongeBob. I know, right? Okay, Spock Logic. We're going to check this one out. Looks like he's pulling a Joe Biden.
Is there some significance
here
to this action?
He's like, don't mind me, I'm just sniffing you.
I love you. However, I hate you.
But I'm identical in every way with Alice 27.
Yes, of course. That is exactly why I hate you. Because you are identical.
Bro, why would you hate a set of twins? Like, I would totally ask them to come to my place. After I got done sniffing them, of course. All right, and saying I love them. Hey, I love you. Like, it's my first date. We just met. All right, Johnny says, somehow I think Kirk would have handled that situation differently. I know, bro. Like, Kirk would have been like, yo, come to my place. Benjamin S. Spock says that flatline noise, Spock killed them with a paradox. Q level right there. John Dela Cruz says turning down a pair of twins is illogical. Drowned in Exile says logic is a meadow filled with pretty flowers that smell bad. Spock. EG says the weird thing is the whole I love you, excuse me, I can't even read this right. The weird thing is the whole I love one but hate the other because they are identical actually makes sense to me somehow. Probably because I'm an illogical human. But you know, some people can't really date another person that reminds them of their ex because it brings too much pain. But not me. I love to date a woman who reminds me of my ex-wife. Just kidding. All right. Okay. Francine says, sure, he was a veteran actor before Star Trek, but I love how well Nimoy nailed the characterization of Spock. Okay. I think we're going to end that one. And last but not least, relationships in a nutshell.
Missed you. I missed you. Didn't you miss me? Where did you go?
The boys' room?
Don't lie to me. Who's in there? What's her name? Tell me I'm pretty. What's taking so long? Actually, it is you. Too much of you. I need some time for myself. You can understand that, can't you? Sure. And you can understand that if I can't have you, nobody can! If you're keeping score, it's 15 love. Or should I say, loveless! You're pretty? That's not going to work anymore! But thank you, though.
Wow. I don't think people really realize how close to reality this actually
missed you.
is. Dude, did I have my sound turned down too long? Oh. That sucks. I hope you guys could hear this, but anyways. So, yeah, I've known women who actually had a guy, their ex-boyfriend, say, hey, if I can't have you, nobody can. And then proceed to choke them, try to kill them. So, yeah, stuff like this actually happens. All right. Let's see. Gravity Raider says toxic relationships, pretty much. 18 Karat Gold says Trixie's little but thank you, though, had me in stitches. Kind of reminds you of the nice, nasty people of corporate America, right? Random Stuffette says whoever voiced Trixie did an amazing job with it. Why aren't you wearing that sweater line? System Verilog says missing the best part. I'm ignoring you. Stop ignoring me, ignoring you. That's funny. Elaine Memes says the irony is that ever since, Timmy has been obsessed with Trixie, and in this episode, he finally gets what he wanted and then quickly realizes the error of his wish. Yeah, bro, that definitely happens a lot, especially when you get the really, really attractive woman and you bed her and she does fall in love with you. Oh, my goodness, how insecure they are. Not only that, but they are freaking nuts, bro. They will kill you. I actually had, dude, seriously, when this was like 5 years ago, I was dating a stripper, and no joke, we were kind of in a relationship, kind of not. I wasn't really sure. She was probably banging a bunch of men. But anyways, so she would be like, she would no joke tell me, Brian, I'm going to kill you, chop your head off, and burn your body. I hope that never happens. And if it does, let it be known, there is a video on the internet showing you who did this. And if you need more information on who that person was, well, just ask my roommate. Anyways, I hope that never happens. God, I hope that never happens. As a person who has seen his friends' relationships devolve into non-stop bickering and fights, I can say that this is somewhat accurate. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, now to top this off, we're going to look at a funny little video as a bonus video.
Barry, I made them draw Lola Bunny with fewer sexual features so that you wouldn't be horny and reduce your blood flow to make you a millisecond slower. Slow enough for me to kill Iris. Remember when you were making out with your first girlfriend and you came right as she touched your leg? It was me, Barry. I jerked you off at super speed so it'd seem like you nutted at just a woman's touch.
Yeah, that's cute, Thong, but you forgot to add a punchline to your little gay joke. No homo, bro.
You fucking touch me, Batman! I'll put a sock in it, Alan.
You can't fucking lie, that shit is pretty fucking funny.
Tom, you're losing so much blood. You told me you'd give me something when the time comes. What was it?
Barry, listen to me. I don't know what kind of homosexuals you got running in your timeline, but I need you to give this letter to my son. Go!
Oh my gosh, this shit was this took the cake. this definitely took the cake for the day. Like, dude. Yes. Oh man. Now that's cute, Thon, but you forgot to add a punchline to your little gay joke. No homo, bro. Identical. 1D Critical says, I would pay serious money to see the entire movie dubbed over like this. I know, right? That shit was so funny. White Knuckle says, all we need is a sequel to this, to be honest. Doomslayer. All I know is that these are DC characters. I have no other context for any of this, and it's still freaking hilarious. That shit was funny, man. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was freaking funny.
I made them draw Lola Bunny with fewer sexual features so that you wouldn't be horny and reduce your blood flow to make you a millisecond.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys. So that's it for this little video. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of what we saw. And yeah, tune in for the next video. I'm BP.